Judge, today's case is cash only.
I have a couple here who have been together for 20 years. They've gotten through a whole lot of big stuff, and now they're getting tripped up by the little stuff. Let me see if I can help them out.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Carl Berry and Candace Berry. Mr. and Mrs. Berry, you have been together for 20 years, married for 18. You do not have any children together, and you don't want to be married anymore. Mr. Berry, you are seeking reimbursement for $400. You say you laid out to fix one of your wife's friends' cars, and we're going to talk about that momentarily. But before we do, Mrs. Berry, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here today?
First of all, Your Honor, we're here today because I have to charge my husband $200 to have sex with him so that I'm motivated because he wants to have a community penis.
That's the kind of thing we're in for today, Nick. We are in trouble already.
In trouble.
He has community situation. And so you charge him $200 per?
That's a discount. He get the family hit discount.
Mr. Berry, does she really charge you?
Unfortunately, yes. But it's just almost like a circumstantial situation because she doesn't make as much money as I do, so this feeds her need to spend. That's how she gets her extra money.
She says it's because you make your way around town a lot. Her motivation has to be something other than love because you spread yours around too much.
I've changed my ways.
Okay.
I've done that.
Not true.
I've proven myself. I've moved us. I've paid for everything. I've got off of social media. I've done everything necessary, and still today, I still get blamed for it.
What about
How
the chat
long?
line?
Hang on. How long ago did the philandering stop?
About 2 years now.
2 years now. After 20, though, you know, that's a lot to get over.
See what
I'm
I'm
just
saying?
saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Go ahead.
Basically, it's not a thing about that. It's like, okay, an example. Mr. Carl lost his phone, and a good Samaritan was calling the numbers back in the phone to try to get the phone back. So he was at work, and I had to go pick up the phone, right? Okay, you know I'm a woman. I'm nosy. Yes, I am. I'm just gonna say, open up the phone, and what's the first thing I see? Is my naked husband on a picture that I ain't want the picture.
Your Honor.
But he sent the picture to somewhere in the world. And this was like, it hurt me.
How long ago was that?
That was about 3 years ago.
With your mid-40-year-old self, you taking naked pictures of yourself and got it on the phone, sending it to people? Is this what I'm hearing?
Yes, ma'am, but...
And what is the purpose of that?
It was the need for attention because she did not have too much time for me. That's how we all got into the predicament in the first place, because she takes trips, she goes with her friends, and she's the one that comes home 2, 4, 6 o'clock in the morning.
No, wrong. First of all, I do take trips with my friends, only because he don't want to go nowhere with me. So we do little girls' trips every now and again. But he is the one that's working. He's the one that's always busy or whatever. And if we don't have children together, okay? We have pets. But if I want to take time to go kick it with my friends and wind down, his dinner's done, his house is clean, everything is taken care of. And another thing, he talking about I don't have time or attention for him. He has a 30-minute rule.
What is that?
30 minutes after he get home from work, I'm not allowed to talk, request, or ask him anything. So if I have a situation going on, I gotta sit there with a time clock almost, looking stupid. But when I come, now it's different, because when I come home from work, I gotta start cooking dinner, I gotta start out, and then he'll ask me to do something else. What about my 30 minutes?
Your Honor,
Do you have a 30-minute rule?
Yes, respectfully.
Yeah.
But
Does she get the same amount of quiet time when she comes home from work?
somewhat.
What? No, that's a no, right, Mr. Mr. Berry, that's a no.
I work 12 to 15 hours a day at one job, and then on other days I work my second job, and then on Saturday and Sunday, it all depends on what's going on, I have to work again. But I just have to separate myself from my job in order to not take my frustrations from my job out on my wife. I ask for a little
decompression time.
Right.
It don't matter, because he's still gonna explode on me. If he get into a road rage incident on the street and he come home, he mad at me like I did something, like I was driving the other car or something. And I'm at home waiting on him for 30 minutes.
I've been working on that.
Do you have a rage problem in general, Mr. Berry?
Well, it all stems
Yes.
from an incident that happened when I was a child, and I've been having 20, almost 30 years of psychotherapy in order to deal with it. And I'm trying to really manage having that and talking with her and dealing with other people. But yeah, I run a couple people off the road a couple times.
And whatever happened to you still haunts you. I can hear it in your voice. I can hear it in your voice. Let us all be aware of how we treat our children, because and who's around our children, what's happening to our children, because they carry that nonsense with them. I don't want to know what happened, and I'm not going to ask because you didn't volunteer it, but I'm going, on behalf of society, I am so sorry. And I'm glad that you are receiving psychotherapy. You might want to adjust what you're doing, maybe another kind, because, you know, there are different ways to get to the issue and tease it out, because you can't be riding people off the road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't be riding people off the road. But I'm sorry. His money is y'all's money, yours money is your money, and you chip in when you want to. You got to own that. You really got to own that. What is your main issue with her?
I can trust her, but I can't trust her. She's the one that comes home 2, 4, 6 in the morning. She has
Excuse me.
Let him
ridiculous
finish.
spending habits.
Spending habits.
Spending habits.
Give me an example that would outrage me.
I tell her no more shopping, no more for food because the freezers are full. No more clothes because her clothes room, which is like 12 by 8, is totally maxed out. Totally maxed out to where I don't want to see it because I get angry because I'm a neat freak. Mm-hmm. And then her total need of money on a continuous basis. I don't mind, I have it, I'll give it, but it's just not to overwhelm me.
Mm-hmm. Are you spending a lot of money and collecting a lot of clothes?
No, ma'am. First of all, yes, I do like clothes and shoes, as every woman probably in the world does.
Not me.
And, you know, I have to have stuff in different sizes just in case I gain a little or lose a little and, you know, all the in between. But I give stuff away, and if I do buy something, I make room by giving it away. Mm-hmm. And
Do you spend a lot, though?
No, I'm always on a budget. Everything that I do it on a budget. And if I do ask him for money, it's for specific things needed for the house because I work too.
Right.
And I figure he pays all the bills and he can take care of that part, and I do everything in between. And sometimes I fall short.
How do you contribute financially to the house if he pays all the bills?
Well, I make sure the laundry stuff, the food, everything in the house, the dog food, the cat food, his deodorant, his underwear,
So
his
you
socks.
buy groceries.
He wouldn't even have
and-
underwear if I didn't buy him, because he won't buy nothing. He's cheap.
Yeah.
That's why I leave the door open for money for her.
He's
But
cheap.
it's just the point.
But he
that-
gives you money when you ask for it, doesn't he?
Not all the time.
But most of the time.
Yeah, most.
And you got your own job,
Yes.
and he's paying all the household bills.
Yes.
Sometimes.
You see, I help. Sometimes I might jump in and pay the internet.
You know how wrong that is. I see you. You know how wrong that is. You
I
know
be
what
like,
I'm
you
saying?
need something? He be like, no, but then I'll buy something special.
His money is y'all's money. Yours money is your money, and you chip in when you want to. You got to own that. You really got to own that. You say he never wants to spend time with you. Why do you say that?
I say because he works a lot, Your Honor. Yes, he does. But if he has a second, he will occupy that second with helping a friend, fixing somebody's raggedy car that he don't even really fix because it needs to be buried. But he's gonna waste our time. Example, there's a jazz in the park. There was a jazz in the park this summer. Free concert, 6 weeks. We went the first one, and I was like, we should make this a day. It don't take no money to spend. I'll make you a sandwich, pack a lunch, you know, a little wine, and go out, listen to the jazz with our blanket and chill. He was good for like one time, maybe twice. But every other time, he would act like he mad at me so we don't have to go, and he's sitting in the house twiddling his thumbs, talking about what's for dinner. And I want to go to the park.
Okay. Mr. Berry, what do you have to say about the park?
I can do some. I was raised in Detroit, which is humongous. And so all I've seen all my life is a lot of people. And I've moved to a small town for a small reason, not that many people. So me dealing with work and me dealing with hundreds of people
It's just
coming
a park.
and then I have to come home and I don't have my half an hour. And she continuously wants to get straight on to whatever it is. I have no break time in order to break myself down in order to adjust myself to get in these circumstances.
I got you.
Who cleans the steps from the bottom step? Sweetheart, work with gravity, not against it.
If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV. Tell me about her micromanaging.
When I come home, I tend to work for myself since I put so much time in for other people. She comes and she has to have things in particular ways. Like the cleaning has to be done in a particular way.
Right
Just
way.
like an incident to where we was grilling and cooking together. She would come out and she would make sure that I have the grilled meat on this side. This side is cool. Make sure that the hamburgers was done and done right. And it was, and then it's continuous. It's
Your
nonstop.
Honor.
This is what I'm saying. Just even last night, I couldn't do anything but make her happy in order for us to have a good evening. It's like she wanted a salad when they were out of salad at one part of the bar.
She lied. It wasn't no out of salad. She lied to me and told me they didn't have salad.
This is why I almost can't take her anywhere.
Gotcha. With you.
That's not true.
Mrs. Berry, wait a minute. She was lying about the salad?
Listen, but we're gonna go, let's back it up for a minute, the micromanaging.
All right.
First of all, he is smart, okay? This man can read a book about a car and fix it. But he can't tell you what seasoning go on chicken. So me being the woman that I am, I have to step in and take control to help guide him in the right way. Because if I see him making a mistake or doing something wrong that's gonna hurt him down the line, what's wrong with me trying to help him?
But you're right.
Why don't he trust me and listen to my word? I'm never gonna steer him wrong. He talking about a grill. You seeing that's petty. He talking micromanaging of a grill. It's only one way to cook chicken, till it's done in a certain temperature.
That's true.
It ain't no other way.
I got you. That's true, because you make people sick.
Yeah, and he the main one with stuff going on with his stomach. So he think I'm trying to be micromanaging, but I'm saving his life.
Give me other examples of micromanaging that she does. Cleaning the house.
Yep.
It has to be done in a certain way.
Yep. Who cleans the steps from the bottom step? Who cleans the steps from the bottom steps? You know how you sweeping the steps up?
Right.
Who vacuums from, don't you vacuum from the top to the bottom so when you go, you don't touch and shred dirt on, but if you're doing it from the bottom, every time you just taking dirt up the damn steps, excuse me, the steps. So what's wrong with saying, sweetheart? Work with gravity, not against it. What's wrong with that?
You missing the good stuff, fussing about the small stuff. But anyway, you want $400 from her. Tell me why.
I will not pay you.
If I order you to, you will.
Okay.
Mr. Berry, why do you want $400?
I was doing repairs on a friend's car that she wanted to sell that was sitting. So I said, I don't mind, I'll put money into it as long as you pay me my money back. Well, she was micromanaging the deal. So she was in it. So she was halfway in it. So after they got through with their part and I got the vehicle and I got it fixed and got it back to them, before I could turn around and look anything, I'm out money, the car's gone, and she don't want to talk about it.
Did you promise to take care of the money of the car that your friend?
No, I did not. I'm going to tell you what happened. What had happened was he working on people's raggedy cars, start like, it's gonna need this, that, or the third, and all my job was to convey that information to her, what he said the first time. Now, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know what's gonna happen when you open that hood and get in there and it's gonna be more. Well, she budgeted her money out to what he said the first time. She wasn't anticipating it, I wasn't anticipating it, and I don't know nothing about it. So the cost that he incurred was at his own.
Yeah, I understand.
You see what I'm saying?
Or if he needs
because
to get...
My thing is, and that's from that, I learned from that deal, like, that's what I've learned. I'm not a mechanic, so I can't say, oh, he gonna charge this for that. But if he tells me that's what he gonna charge and he goes back in and it's more, how is it my fault?
Okay, I got you. I got you. Mrs. Barry, Mr. Barry is not perfect, but he's still wonderful. And if you lose this man, you will be kicking yourself for the rest of your life. I know he was tacky, trifling, tired, and wrong for years for cheating on you. He took a good woman's love and he ripped it up and he kicked it around and it wasn't right, and now you got some feelings about it, as you well deserve to have. Here's the thing I say about that. If you stayed with him through all the cheating, but leave him now that he's acting right, it's like going to work all month long and then not accepting the check at the end of the day. He acting a fool, you chasing him with whatever that is, and now he acting right, and you still have this anger and resentment, and you can't enjoy the fruits of your labor. And you labored to stay with him. That's number one. Number two, I know he's got a temper. He got issues. He's working on his issues. A lot of people don't bother to do that. And I think that he's a very bright guy. Bright people are weird.
He is weird, Your Honor.
You know what I mean? But he's hardworking, and if he needs a little piece at the end of the day, 30 minutes ain't much to ask. He didn't want to go to the park at all. He went 2 times out of 6. That's what that is. Everything is a give and take and all this kind of stuff. I just don't want you to miss the check after you put in the work. That's all. That's all. What I'm gonna say to you is this. Remember what I told you about the manner in which you are able to direct your anger. You've made decisions about with whom you will be angry, and she is one of the people to whom you believe you can express your dismay. You need to put her on that other list. You would do anything to save your life or make money, but you wouldn't hit an old lady on her head and take her check, because it's on that list.
Right.
Having said that, that man picks up a rag, a vacuum, a mop after 12 hours a day, and then let him clean the way he wants to.
I mean, I gotta do
Well, whatever, who cares? He's paying all the bills, he lets you have all your money, it's your money, you know, and he don't wanna, you know what? Please. Let him clean the way he wants to. You know what I mean? He's cleaning. Good Lord of mercy. And he does not have to know how to season no chicken. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
All right, so I just gotta ask, will you stop charging the man for sex?
Maybe not. I like money.
30 minutes.
We'll see.
Yeah.
You know, no seasoning.
Right.
Little things, right?
Yeah.
Work with me.
Work with
I'm gonna
each
try
other.
to work with him.
All right, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
I was distraught this morning. Young families have a really hard time in the beginning. And when they have babies without making any decisions, they let their lives just happen to them. That mess brought today's couple to my courtroom.
Divorce court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Gloria Martinez and Carl LaBruce. The two of you have been together for 5 years. You have a 3-year-old and a 3-month-old together. You guys are 20 and 21.
Yes, ma'am.
So I want you to start out by telling me how you got together at such a young age and started having children. What transpired?
We met in high school,
Uh-huh.
and at first we didn't really like each other. And then down the line we had started talking, became friends, and then we ended up getting together.
And how old were you when you got pregnant the first time?
I was 16.
You were 16.
Yes.
Were you scared to death?
Yes, I was.
Mr. LaBruce, were you scared to death?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I was.
Did you stay together because you had a baby together, or did you feel that your relationship was solid and you just happened to have a baby?
No, we weren't together at first, and we ended up talking, and we wanted to work it out, and we got back together. And then we, eventually after the baby, we had moved in together, and everything was good. And about 8 months within the baby, I just started having an ugly feeling, and he was texting girls. A girl called one night, and I had spoken to her, and to find out it was a girl from our school that he was talking to. They've been texting and everything, and I just couldn't do it, so.
Is that what occurred, Mr. LaBruce?
No.
Okay, you tell me what you say
This
happened.
what happened. She ended up getting pregnant, and we broke up. But before she was pregnant, about 2 weeks, it's just on 2 weeks before we had broken up, and she ended up getting pregnant. As soon as she found out she was pregnant, she came to my house with the paper saying, "I'm pregnant. It's your baby." Okay, cool. I got this. I got you and the baby. It's mine. I moved her in the day I found out she was pregnant. She been with me since day one. So a couple months go by, you know what I'm saying? She ain't got to work, none of that. I'm taking care of both of her and the baby. 2 jobs, you know what I'm saying? I'm handling both of them. She ain't got to do nothing. Just go to school, come home, I got it. You know what I'm saying? And then about a month before the baby's first birthday, I get a DNA test. He not even mine. So
Ms. Martinez.
He asked me, and I ended up being honest with him. What happened was, when we had broken up, we were broken up for a few months. So within that time period, I had knew the person I was talking to. It was one time, and after that, I had a regular menstrual period.
What do you need to be having sex with a whole bunch of guys at 16 for? I mean, you know, you
It was the
had a
second
guy,
guy.
you were having sex with him, that's fine, you broke up. You know, just don't be with anybody. Don't have a boyfriend. I mean,
We
do
weren't
they
together
talk?
when
Do
it
they
happened.
talk about contraception in school at all anymore?
Yes, they did.
And nothing? I mean, it just went right past you?
No, well, we weren't even together at that time at all. It's been a few
Yeah,
months,
but you
and
were
then
with somebody.
yes, and then
And you had sex with him.
Yes.
And you weren't using contraception.
No, yes, we did. And I had told him when he had asked me about it. I was fully honest with him when he asked me, and he said he was gonna do it. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna let you know. I said, this is what happened, and I can't change it. I made my mistakes, like I've told him. I made my mistakes. I'm not perfect, but at the same time, he was doing the same thing. When we first got together, a few months when I moved in, and after I found out about this first girl, I just started going through this phone, and it was previous of women. It's 50 to 100 on social media, girls that go to my school that used to come up to me and rub my stomach. I'm tired of it. I'm done. I can't.
You can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Mr. LaBruce, what did you want to say?
she lying.
What am I lying about?
Now you heard her say that I couldn't be with none of the females because I was with her. But yeah, I'm being a real man. Hey, I can't be with you. I got her on the side. I'm still dealing with. After I found out the baby wasn't mine, no, it wasn't a baby fault. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't find him. He got my last name and everything. I didn't take no paternity test in the hospital. But
And
me,
I told you
know
to.
what I'm saying? I'm thinking this is real. This is what it is. I want the baby to be mine so bad. I don't need a DNA test. I'm finna take her.
Doesn't matter.
I got this.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
it.
You know what I'm saying? But she keeps saying she was mature enough to tell me. But look how long you waited.
Because I didn't
He's
know.
almost
I
walking.
told you from day one when we had the baby at the hospital to take the DNA test. The lady came in and I told you, sign the papers. I told you to sign the papers to take the test.
But you gotta look
did
at
not
it
But
like
want
this.
here's the thing. Y'all arguing about when I told you that so-and-so was baby and all this guys. And I'm still flabbergasted at the fact that at 16, you're having sex with a couple of different guys. You don't know who the daddy is, and that does not bother you.
It did.
That's
It
the
did.
part
It
that got me all
Yes.
tied up
He was-
in knots.
I was with him first, and then we broke up, and I'd been knowing this guy for a while. It didn't lead to anything till that day, and it was only one time. After that day, I had no conversation. I did not talk to him. It made me feel dirty. It did. And then after a while, I'm back with him, so I didn't know I was pregnant until I was back at school, and everyone was telling me, oh, you look pregnant. I'm like, well, I'm not. I'm just getting fat. And eventually he said something. He was like, well, from far away, you look like you're 3 months. That's when I went to the doctors, found out I was pregnant. He was the last person I was with. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, he is the father. I didn't know I was gonna get pregnant by somebody else. So when I found out, the same day I found out, I went and I told him, like, look, I'm pregnant, and this is what happened.
But she didn't tell me that till he was walking.
Do you use birth control now?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I do. He wouldn't know because he's hardly there. He's hardly there. He doesn't go to nothing with me. He didn't go with our
He's
daughter's
hardly
thing.
there where?
Home. He's hardly home.
He's hardly ever home.
Yes. He works.
But he doesn't know
understand
whether
he
or not
works.
you're on birth control?
No. Because
who are
I'm
you
the one
on
that
birth
told him I
control
was on birth
for?
control.
Him?
I don't. No. Yes.
Or some other guy?
No, him. I've been with him. After my first, and he was the one. He said that we weren't gonna. He wanted to have another baby. So I was like, okay. After I took, my son was about 2, gonna be 3. I took out the implant, and we tried and tried, nothing happened. And then one day it just happened, and it was a surprise to us.
You're not married.
No, ma'am.
Why would you want to have another baby?
I do love him. I do. I won't lie.
I loved a lot of guys in my day, never had their babies, though.
I mean, I love him. I do. It's just now it's different. Now it's too many females. And recently, I just found out about another one, and this time it was actually more physical.
All right, we'll talk about that.
He recently just told me he had cheated on me with a girl we both know.
Mr. LaBruce, how come you fessed up to the cheating?
There wasn't no reason to hide it.
So, Ms. Martinez, why don't you give me your best evidence of his flirtations or cheating or what you think he's doing?
He recently just told me he had cheated on me. After I
Recently?
Recently, with a girl we both know. And my thing is, him and that girl have always accused me of messing with her baby daddy when nothing's ever happened, nothing. We were just friends, and that's all it was.
Mr. LaBruce, how come you fessed up to the cheating? What prompted that?
It wasn't no reason to hide it. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to let her know because I'm sitting there, she asking me, so where you been? I'm telling her, well, I was at my friend's house. She know I wasn't at my friend's house. I came home at 7 o'clock in the morning.
9.
Then 9 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying? I came in, we had a couple drinks. Me and the girl, her friend told me, give me a ride. So I leave my friend's house, give her a ride. She say, well, I can't get in my house. Let's go to the hotel. Okay, I get you in the hotel. It's nothing. Take her to the hotel. She's like, you don't want to come in, have a drink or nothing? You know, I ain't got nothing to do, so I'm going there, have me a couple drinks, you know what I'm saying? Got nothing to do. Anyway, I don't even drink, but, you know, I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? I go in there, have a couple drinks. It goes from kissing to touching.
And then the whole thing happened.
Whole thing happened, you know what I'm saying?
And did you go home immediately and tell her about it?
No.
No.
What happened?
I stayed the night at the hotel with her friend.
Right.
And then I got so messed up, I forgot I had to be at work the next morning. So I go to work. I'm supposed to be at 6:30. I ain't get there till 8 o'clock. They send me home. I go home to her. I just got off work. You know what I'm saying? I got work clothes on, like I just came from work. And
Your Honor, that's a lie.
Ooh.
He did not have his uniform. How did you go to party and you had a uniform? He didn't have a uniform.
Well, I mean, I think we're quibbling over small things. He cheated. I mean, he just,
cheated.
hey, just whatever. I'm going to go out. I'm going to have sex with this
what
person.
What he had told me was he was with his friend, his guy friend. And he woke up in his driveway. His friend had taken the key because he was drunk. He told me he doesn't even remember that night. he didn't even know. His friend told him that he had messed around with her. Then
You
when
didn't know? You were so drunk you didn't know?
That's what he said.
I was
And
toe
he
up.
said that he called
I was toe
her
up.
and he found out, he asked
toe
her.
up.
But I have family members that said they were there together at the party. Him, his friend, and the girl. They were all there together. I have family members also say that she hardly even drank. And he told me that one of his family members were pouring up the drink. Well, when I spoke to the family member, supposedly what I was told was she wasn't really drinking. He only had a few, 2, 3. And that's how you get drunk. You get drunk off of 3, and you ended up
You
staying at
seem
the
to
hotel.
be very interested in the details of it.
Yes,
and I
am,
don't,
because-
and I'm not sure why you care anymore.
No, not the details. I just want to know the truth. I'm here to find out the truth. What's going on? What
He slept
happened?
with another woman.
I told
Boom.
you.
No,
That's
yes,
it.
yes. But for him to come up here and tell you something different from what he's told me, he's just changing the story. So now I'm trying to figure out what's the truth. Did he stay at the hotel? Did they even get a hotel? That's
It
my
does-
point.
it doesn't
And
even
he doesn't
care.
even
Why
remember if
do
he used
you
protection.
care?
He does, cause he's coming home and he's still laying in the bed with me, and he doesn't even remember if he used protection with this female. That's my thing.
Mr. LaBruce, where do you see yourself at 30?
Sitting back, relaxing.
I mean, I'm 56. I don't have enough money to retire. How you gonna do that by 30? Have you been living together for years but find that splitting up is as complicated as getting a divorce? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Don't forget to join the conversation on social media. Go to facebook.com/divorcecourt and follow us on Twitter and Instagram @divorcecourt. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram @Divorce Court. Let me ask you a question, Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Where do you see yourself at age 30?
Age 30, with my own place, financially stable, not with him, of course.
How are you going to accomplish those things?
I'm actually working, so I'm trying to actually finish my high school diploma. I'm actually trying to do better for myself and my 2 children. I have been
What's
supporting
your
them.
game plan? You get your GED or you finish high school, then what comes next?
Well, I'm actually a provider, so I'm trying to further myself in the nursing industry. I love to just take care of people. And I mean, I did it with him. Every time he would get a little cut or something, I'm there to clean it and put medicine for him, treat him like a little baby. I took care of him when he got injured.
Mr. LaBruce, where do you see yourself at 30?
Sitting back, relaxing.
Sitting back, relaxing.
You know, I'm working hard, saving up, trying to take care of these kids. I don't know what she talking about. She doing it on her own. She been providing.
That's the last
Stop,
time.
Ms. Martinez.
She
I'm
been
talking to Mr.
providing
LaBruce.
4 days. I don't know why she
Oh,
trying to sit
Lord.
like she been up there, been working.
She's what for 4 days?
She been up there like 4, 5 days. She just came out from working at a bar.
Stop. Stop.
That's what she want to work at the bar, where she got to wear, you know what I'm saying, showing a little backside, you know what I'm saying, the half shirt. That's what she want to work at. She just came out of there.
Your Honor, that's
This
a lie.
providing
Stop.
job- This provide job, she ain't been doing that, and she go like 2 hours a day.
Okay. Now, Mr. LaBruce, you gonna be maxing and relaxing by 30? How you gonna manage that? I mean, I'm 56. I don't have enough money to retire. How you gonna do that by 30?
There's a will, there's a way, but I'm working hard, Your Honor.
But working hard, you're only gonna work hard for another 9 years?
Oh, nah, not at all. But I ain't gonna be working hard enough to where I gotta, you know, keep up with this. Cause if she say she gone, she can go. Cause I just keep my kids, but she can go. But I
You're
I
gonna
plan on
keep
being
your
at 30 is settling down, being cool, probably still on my job. You know what I'm saying? Still on my job. But all this stressing, man, I'm 21. Got all these gray hairs. And it's because
You had those
her.
gray hairs before we even got
Well,
together.
I was 16. What I'm gonna do with gray hairs?
You already had gray hairs. You did. He had about 2 or 3 of them.
Do you guys have
And then now he's
anybody?
getting more.
Do you guys have anybody in your life that kind of guides and instructs you at all? Do you have somebody older that you talk to about the decisions that you're making?
No, Your Honor. Her side of the family, she can't sit up here and say that they like me on their side. But back at home, her side don't like me, and it's because of this. They want her to be in her race. And when I go around them, you could tell it's some shade in the air.
Yeah, they don't like it. It's not cool.
Look at him.
First off, that's a lie. You don't even go to any family events.
I don't because
You
they
don't.
look at me like, he ain't one of us.
On divorce court, what are you gonna do? I ask the tough questions. It wasn't me,
It wasn't me. I didn't do it.
Did you ever catch him?
No.
But you tried. And I give you the answers. Men and women must explain themselves to one another.
Because I pay his phone bill, Your Honor.
Quit paying a man's phone bill, honey. Visit our website at divorcecourt.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Divorce Court. I don't want to hear anything else from either one of you for the remainder of this session. I will be speaking to you. I don't know if it will help at all, but I'm going to give it the good old college try. Ms. Martinez, if you allow your life simply to happen to you, anything will happen to you. In other words, number one, you don't have to be with a guy all of the time. You know, you broke up with him, so you had sex with another guy. All of that leads to a whole bunch of children that you're not able to take care of in a real and meaningful way. You're making childish decisions while you're trying to raise children, and that's not going to work out for you. Don't say, oh, I want to have another baby with a guy who you're not married to, who you break up with every other week, and you make a decision to have another kid with him. How much sense does that make? You have to focus on where you're going and what you're going to do. You need to focus on school, job, life. Leave all of this nonsense alone. You're digging yourself a huge hole that you're not going to get out of. And you're so focused on such little things. You know, who said what to whom, and she said this, and I want to know the truth, and blase, blase, blase. The only thing you need to be thinking about are those kids, your education, and getting some money. That's all you need to think about. Mr. LaBruce, I will say this to you. I respect deeply your decision that I didn't have a father in my life, and I don't care if this baby is mine or not, that I want to be there for that kid. And I have mad respect for you for doing that, because that is the proper thing to do. It was absurd for you to ask her to have a child with you. Just absurd. You're not ready for that. You're 21. You don't even understand how life works. You think you're going to be chilling by 30. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What I would do if I were you is find somebody, an older dude with a family, and talk to that guy. And talk to him on the regular so you can figure out what you need to do, where you need to go. Because you got a little bit more sense than her. Not much, but a little.
Right.
So I'm looking to you for some guidance and stability. Now, whether you guys stay together or don't stay together, I believe you're going to stay in the children's lives. I honestly do believe that. And you make that easy for him. Don't do any silly stuff. Don't have any more children. You focus on the things that you need to do so you can be the parent that you need to be and grow up and stop all of this nonsense. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
This matter is adjourned. You can't just run around and do whatever you feel like doing and expect your life to work out. Remember, the path of least resistance leads to the place with the most persistent problems. If you would like your case to be heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com.
Well, the marriage started out great. Actually, the first day I met her, she moved in. 30 days later, we got married. It was a quick Vegas wedding, and
You got married after 30 days.
sometimes you just think you know the right person.
She's the judge who gives rules on the law and life. She's intense with common sense. She's Judge Lynn Toler on Divorce Court, where real couples deal with real life. Blake was so enamored with Christina that he moved her into his place after their first date and married her in a Las Vegas chapel just 30 days later. But after only a year and a half of marriage, Blake wants out.
But as time went on, there was, all the lying and everything. I just got to a point I couldn't take it anymore.
Then he admits to me breaking down crying, telling me that he has had sex with her a couple of times.
In spite of Blake's infidelities, Christina wants to save this marriage. Today on Divorce Court.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Christina Cummins and Blake Bailey. Ms. Cummins and Mr. Bailey, the two of you have been married for a year and a half, although you've been separated for the last month. Ms. Cummins, you want to stay married. You want to save this union. Mr. Bailey, you have had enough and are ready to get out. But you say, Ms. Cummins, if in fact we cannot save this marriage, you would like $3,000 in transitional support, an amount which you will explain to me later. But before we do that, I'm going to talk to Mr. Bailey. Mr. Bailey, why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and what brings you here after only a year and a half?
Well, the marriage started out great. Actually, the first day I met her, she moved in. 30 days later, we got married. It was a quick Vegas wedding. And
you got married after 30 days?
Sometimes you just think you know the right person. And I was happier than I could be. But as time went on, there was, all the lying and everything. I just got to a point I couldn't take it anymore.
Well, what was she lying about? Can you give me an example?
Okay.
The lying?
One example.
Hang on.
These are just some examples. For example, like I work at a cellular phone place. So, I have access to phones, all that kind of stuff. Well, I was texting her from a different number at my work. I'm saying I'm her ex-boyfriend. She's going along with it and everything. I'm trying to, be like, oh, you want to hook up and stuff. And she's, saying, oh, well, my husband might be able to read these texts, so don't say that kind of stuff over text,
Okay, how dare you even say that for one, when you're the one freaking cheating, okay?
That's
You're the one
on.
being deceitful. You're the one being, you know what I mean?
Mr. Bailey, did you have reason to suspect
You can't
her
even say
before
that.
Is that the reason that you did it, or were
A friend had already told me that she had ran into him at the library. So
But it doesn't mean I had sex with him.
I thought I would
Doesn't mean I had sex with him. Did I know?
Hang on, Ms. Cummins. Hang on, Ms. Cummins.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
It said nothing about having sex with him, but it was referring to, we're going to meet up, let's meet up. She's saying, oh, well, where can I meet up with you and stuff. And
Were you going to meet up with the ex, Ms. Cummins? Or did you think you were going to meet up with the ex?
I've seen him before as nothing like how he's thinking. I am just being his friend, actually. That's it. He can think whatever he wants to think about that, but I never did anything like that.
But on the text, he was saying, to do sexual favors and stuff.
So you entrapped her a little bit. You pretended to be someone else.
I was hoping I would get an answer of I'm being bad.
I'm not asking you what you were hoping you were getting. I'm asking you what you did.
Yes, I did.
You pretended you were somebody else, and you pretended in a manner that made it a sexual encounter.
Yes, to see how she would go off
And
it.
she responded as if, yeah, this might be a good idea.
Yeah.
That's not true.
What made you say yes?
It was a really bad relationship, and when I used to, we became friends again, later on, just as friends, and I would just say whatever just to shut him up, you know what I mean? Just whatever, but did I go through with it? No, I would never do anything. It doesn't look good, but I didn't do it.
You say that he's blaming you, but he's really the cheater in the relationship, correct? Why don't you tell me why you believe he's cheated on you?
Why? I know for a fact. For one, he introduced me to the girl, before, just as friends, and she befriended me. We were friends, and then all of a sudden, I had a suspicion, a gut feeling, and I looked through both of their phones, and I saw that, oh, why don't you come to my work? Oh, I bought you a tattoo equipment, and this and that, and other stuff, and then he admits to me breaking down crying, telling me that he won't do it again, but he has had sex with her a couple of times. He first lied and said once, and then he broke down later on, a few hours later, and said, oh, it's been a couple of times.
Mr. Bailey, is that accurate?
That is accurate. At least I came to the table and I admitted my fault.
Yeah, but you don't care to help our marriage.
I don't think that's an easy way out, but I think that it's at least...
You seem all wound up about a text message, but when you actually commit to act multiple times, that's not really a problem.
When divorce court continues, Christina and Blake's unconventional first meeting comes to light.
The way we met my husband is not a normal way to meet a person. And
well, tell me how you met him.
All three of us had a threesome when we first met.
And later...
We had trouble with you. Tell me what happened last night. Divorce isn't easy. Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Blake Bailey, who claims he does not trust his wife, Christina. But does Blake have only himself to blame?
When you meet somebody in the act of, how do you get from that to bride in 30 days? Mr. Bailey,
I'm sorry.
Frankly, I didn't think we were going to be here today because we had a little trouble with you. Did we not? Last night?
Oh, yeah, last night was lovely.
You don't seem to have good judgment, Mr. Bailey.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
At my times.
You know, this morning you didn't know what state you were in.
No.
We had trouble with you.
He was so...
Tell me what happened last night.
Yeah. He was really plastered. We went back to my hotel room, had sex, and then he was just really messed up. I was so freaked out, I was starting to scream and everything. My hands were shaking, and I'm crying because I thought he was choking on his own tongue, you know? So
because he was unconscious?
Yes,
or?
He was like making the weirdest noises ever, and I was freaked out. I can't even get through his own phone because there's a security code. I'm tripping out. And then this morning when we come here, I try to give him coffee, feed him, I'm holding him, he's cold. Like, I wouldn't do that if I didn't love him, you know? Like, I love him so much that it kills me that he doesn't want to be with, like, he pushes me away and doesn't want to be with me. Like, I'm not a bad person, okay? I'm not perfect, but you don't need to, I don't deserve for you to do this to me. I know you deep down inside you love me, but you need to act right.
You know, she had a guy over at my house when I'm at work that, like, I specifically told her this guy is not allowed at my house. And she secretly has him over.
He came over and told me that, he came over and talked to me, and it was nothing sexual. He's the one that told me that you had a threesome with him and his girlfriend.
You left.
So shut up.
If you knew he didn't like this guy, you knew, hey, don't let him come over here. Why would you let him?
He brought a chick with him. It wasn't just him by himself.
He didn't have any caveats. He didn't say he can't come over unless he's got a chick with him.
But you're the one that said he likes threesomes.
Mr. Bailey, please. I'm advocating your case at this point in time. Why would you do it if you knew it was a problem with him?
He came over to talk to me. I assumed he was my, okay, because I met him before I met my husband. The way we met my husband is not a normal way to meet a person. And
well, tell me how you met him.
All three of us had a threesome when we first met.
No, we were arranged. We were arranged to, but they just ended up doing it on my bed, not me.
Okay, well, you were a part of it, whatever.
When you meet somebody in the act of, I mean, and the first way that you see them is having sex with somebody else, how do you get from that to bride in 30 days? I mean, and I'm serious. I'm not being facetious. I want to know what happened.
You know, I loved her. She had a good heart. She was sweet. You know, we had good times together.
Were you guys drinking a lot?
No.
No? Everybody was sober?
Yeah, we were legitimately happy. You know?
You were legitimately happy. You know, you can be legitimately happy with Attila the Hun for 30 days. I mean, you know, 30 days, anybody can put on a good show for 30 days.
That's what I felt like. I mean, because, you know, anytime, you know, me and her I try to talk to her about something that's bothering me, like these different things. Maybe I am assuming, maybe I'm not, but I confront her about it. And instead of, like, you know, talking to me civil and trying to work it out, she either, you know, raises her voice at me or starts crying and makes me feel bad. And I just end up saying, you know, drop it. I drop it because I can't deal with her, you know,
do the exact same thing when I bring up stuff to you.
You haven't talked to me yet. The whole proceeding.
I'm so sorry, ma'am.
Do you understand what he's telling you about the difficulties in communication?
And I have changed them.
Will you How have you changed?
I don't scream at him. I don't I try to let him talk. Sometimes, yes, I do cut him off.
Call names.
But he has no room to talk when I talk
Do
about.
you listen?
Yes, I do.
I don't believe you.
Well,
because you haven't listened to me yet. In order to listen to someone, you can't be speaking while they're speaking, because not only are you not hearing what they're currently saying, but that lets me know that even the first part, when you weren't speaking, you were thinking about what you were gonna say. No, that's just logic.
When Divorce Court continues, Judge Lynn asks the million-dollar question.
Mr. Bailey, do you love her or don't you?
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @DivorceCourt. Divorce Court returns with the case of Blake Bailey, who claims his wife Christina brings very little to the table. But will Christina stop interrupting long enough to understand Blake's position?
Do you understand how he feels like you? Why don't you say, he says you don't have a job.
I understand
you
that.
You haven't gone to school, you don't have a driver's license, all that? Is all that true or not? I'm just asking.
No, that is true. That is true. I know that.
Do you understand how he feels like you?
Sorry.
Do you understand how that makes him feel like you are not an active participant in your union because you don't have your stuff together?
Yes.
Do you see that?
Yes, I do see it. I do see it.
What do you contribute to the relationship as far in any way, emotionally, structurally, whatever? What do you contribute?
Well, I can, emotional, like everything like that, but I mean, financial? No, I don't have a job. I've been trying. I mean, I'm still trying.
That's fine. My mother never had a job, and she contributed 90% hugely to the relationship. So I'm not equating one thing with the other. What I'm asking you to do is tell me what it is you do contribute to the relationship. Are you do you cook? Do you make sure he gets up? Are you his support when he's down? What do you do?
Okay. No, I am there for him when he's down. I'm like there taking care of him when he's sick. I'm doing everything I can possibly, you know what I mean, for him. I do the cleaning, I do the laundry, I take care of everything around the house. I try to help him when he's doing the bike. I try to take care of the car.
Do you appreciate what she does bring to the table? Does she keep the house clean, got everything together? She's holding down the fort while you're out making the money?
The couple things she does good. I mean, I'm not complaining about that.
That has value, you know.
But every day, cleaning a bedroom and doing, laundry. When you do the laundry, you put it in, you wait an hour for it to get done. You don't sit there and, do it by hand.
Mr. Bailey, do you love her or don't you? Her.
I love her, but I can't be like in a marriage.
You can't be with her.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And you've made that clear to her.
Yeah.
And you've told her that.
It's not like all of a sudden my feelings just disappear.
But did you have sex with her last night?
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder.
You know what?
You like to have sex with me, but not be in a
relationship. That's what she says.
Just like she said, she had to take care of me.
So you were too intoxicated to know?
No, he wasn't even messed up yet.
She even said when I got back to her room, I just knocked out.
Yeah, it was before we were drinking that we had sex. It was like right after when I got here.
You gonna deny that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, right.
When Divorce Court continues, will Blake admit that although he wants out of the marriage, he's still sleeping with Christina?
You had sex with her last night, Mr. Bailey.
You have sex with me every time you see me.
You did.
Yeah.
Divorce Court returns with the case of Christina Cummins, who wants to save her marriage although her husband Blake Bailey wants to pull the plug.
You say you want to save the marriage, Miss Cummins. Now's your opportunity to tell me what's savable and what you would do different that would make him happier than he is now. This is your opportunity to convince him.
What you told me that your supposable girlfriend now is doing for you, I can do for you. I can cook, I can do all this stuff that you physically, emotionally, and mentally need. I can do it. You don't want to give me a second chance. I'm willing to, like, I've literally got on my knees and begged you to take me back. I've never done that to no one. I was not just a one-person kind of girl when you first met me, and when I met you, I thought I only wanted to be with you. And you're making me go through a lot of whatever, and it's not okay.
Okay, well, I appreciate the self-censoring there. Mr. Bailey, what would you like to say in response, sir? Now, I mean, and be honest, and Mr. Bailey, be honest with her from her heart. And I know this is an unusual circumstance and all of that, but this woman is wounded and she really loves you and she really wants you. And I just want you to tell her in the kindest, most loving fashion that you can where your head really is and what you really intend to do, okay?
Like, I mean, I've made it clear multiple times that through our marriage, like, you know, every time I catch you in lies, stop lying to me. If you loved me, you won't lie to me, and then the next day.
Mrs. Cummins?
Then the next day, you'll be lying to me about something again. It's just, you know, you say you want a second chance. It's like, I've given you so many chances. I made it very clear all these things, and like throughout the whole year and a half, you never changed them. Why all of a sudden, because I'm divorcing you, are you gonna change them?
I think you don't want to accept what he's telling you. And let me say this to you. Let me say this to you, Ms. Cummins. You are in a state of confusion all of the time.
Of course.
Part of your problem is that I don't think you're in a place that you can receive information, learn, and change and get better. I think you're so busy spinning around in whatever circle that you're in that you can't that you can't settle and receive and understand. I think that you've lived a very scattered life, and you're having trouble pulling the pieces back together. Sure.
No, I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Sure. Just give that a moment to seep in, okay?
No.
Mr. Bailey, it's not fair to sleep with a woman who you know loves you and you don't want her back. It's not fair. It's not right. It's a small, cowardly thing to do, and I would ask you to stop. This woman would sleep with you whenever, however, because that's how she feels about you, and you should be man enough not to put her in that position. I know you don't want her back. I know you're done. And I really even think, Mr. Bailey, despite your conduct, that you really tried. But I think you know one thing for sure, and that's this is not where you want to be. Don't lie to her. Leave her alone, because she's frayed enough as it is.
I do.
You had sex with her last night, Mr. Bailey.
You have sex with me every time you see me.
You did.
Yeah, you had sex with me. You have sex with me every time.
And that's just wrong. And that's just wrong. So, Ms. Cummins, tell me about the $3,000 you're seeking in transitional support.
It's for the time that I've been out of the house, like kicked out, you know, and when he kicked me out, he never gave me the 3 weeks. I left that very same morning because he moved his chick in the same night, the next morning. And that really hurt me. And then I'm sorry.
Well, let me ask you this. Who was the primary breadwinner throughout the course of the year-and-a-half relationship?
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah.
Okay. Did she ever have a job?
No.
You can't just tell your wife to get out, move another woman in, and say, "So long, see you later."
I didn't, though.
Not my problem. But you owe her some money. You know her enough money to get back on her feet. I think $1,000 for 3 months, for 3 months' rent is not unreasonable. Therefore, I award him $3,000 in favor of Ms. Cummins. It is so ordered.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
Although Christina and Blake continue living apart and Blake is still living with his new girlfriend, Christina admits to sleeping with Blake again soon after appearing on the show. Christina feels that Blake still cares about her, and she says he admitted to screwing up and being confused. Blake says that although he has moved on with his new girlfriend, he does still hold out a bit of hope that he and Christina will one day get back together.
She done gained weight through the year. You know, we could be asleep, and I wake up, I hear chopping and, eating. Now I look over and she not eating an apple or orange juice. She eating a full-course meal. I'm talking about laying it down, steak, mashed potatoes, everything.
She's the judge who gives rules on the law and life. She's intense with common sense. She's Judge Lynn Toler on Divorce Court, where real couples deal with real life. Alicia and Derek were high school sweethearts who thought they had found forever love. But on their 23rd wedding anniversary, Alicia asked Derek for the best present she could think of, a divorce.
I don't want it. He's just like a mosquito. You know how a mosquito bites you?
She say that?
And it just takes the blood out of you? That's how he is.
She keep the house clean. But if you go to a car, now it ain't no telling what you might find.
Your Honor.
If you want some chicken, it's chicken bone. You know, it's
Your
all
Honor, he's lying, he's lying. It's not
I
even
be
to
so
that extreme.
scared that I think a snake gonna jump out of it.
Can Derek talk Alicia into staying for the sake of their 23-year marriage and 2 children? Or will Alicia hold her ground and use it to walk out the door? Today on Divorce Court.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Alicia Burney and Derek Davis. Ms. Burney and Mr. Davis, you have been married for 23 years. You married in 89, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I've been married 23 years, too.
That's a good thing, Jim.
She didn't, it didn't sound good to her. You want to end that quarter-of-century marriage here today. And when we do so, you have some financial issues you want me to resolve. But before we get to that, Mrs. Burney, I'm going to ask you, why do you want to end a marriage that's almost been a quarter of a century?
He's cheap.
Cheap.
Lazy.
Lazy.
Children, we deal with them different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, sex, I'm just not into it.
Now that she just talked, I mean, we haven't been out here 3 minutes, and she has disparaged every part of your character from top to bottom. Why don't you tell me? Let's start with the part that scares me most, which is the sex life. Tell me about that.
It's just that, you know, whereas I mean, it's good, but it's just, I don't want to mislead him. I'm just not interested. I mean, it's like too little, too late. We've been married too long, and it's like, the kids are gone. I just don't want it anymore. I just want the relationship, the marriage.
I don't understand that when the other day, hey, you was happy. You know,
okay, I was just horny.
At one part of the way,
I was just horny.
the bills get paid.
I was just horny. Let's be true about that.
Where the bills get paid. So
now let's get this clear, Mr. Burney. So Mr. Davis can walk out of here with his head high.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
You have no complaints with the product itself.
No.
So he's delivering well.
Oh, yeah.
But you're just saying you're at an age and a time where your interest in the whole thing
and the marriage
is diminished.
And him.
Okay.
Interest.
Okay.
No. You know.
Well, tell me about him being useless. You said he was useless.
Useless. Okay. Whereas if, for example, the other day I asked him, I said, well, could you, I had cleaned up the whole house and everything. And I asked him, I said, well, could you hoover? Oh, no. And I'm telling him, if I'm going to do it by myself, I might as well be by myself.
Why should I hoover? He's at home all day.
And he's there too.
I don't understand.
Now you're working.
I do work, and I come home, and I make sure everything is taken care of. You know, I take care of her. I make sure the bills get paid, everything. Mm-hmm. But I don't feel like I should do any kind of housework because she at home all day.
Okay. So far, Mrs. Burney, I'm just gonna say.
Okay.
You coming up a little light in here.
Okay.
You got a man who got a job.
Okay.
I'm looking good. I'm
been with you 23 years.
And
the sex is still okay. Mm-hmm. And so far, the only thing he does is not hoover.
And then he cheat, Your Honor.
Well, tell me about how cheap he is.
He had told me, he was like, well, go get your hair done. I said, okay. Then I went and go and get my hair done. Then he was like, well, how much money you have? I was like, nothing, Well, you spend all that money on getting your hair done? Okay, well, you should have been specific of what you said.
You say he's cheap about that? Let me define cheap for you. I go to the drugstore and I get some olive oil perm. And I go to this one drugstore because instead of $8.49, it's $7.39. I take it home.
I understand.
$7.39.
But that's your hair,
Tell me about the discipline. the disagreement you two have about disciplining the children?
Okay, well, I have a 21-year-old and I have a 19-year-old.
Okay.
And they both are grown and they're on their own.
Right.
Okay, whereas if I asked him, you know, they come and, you know, every now and then they'll ask me, you know, Mama, like my daughter, for example, she had paid her rent and everything. She was like, well, Mama, is there any way that, you know, we can give me some food? And I was like, okay, you know, fine. Oh, he's like, oh, no, you don't want to do it. But if she asked him, oh,
He fly in like Superman.
Okay, first of all, I put it like this here. They want to be on their own, and they going to be on their own. My daughter is 19, my son is 21, going on 22. And they over there every weekend.
Over your house?
No. From Friday to
that's
Saturday.
a lie. That is a lie. They not over there every weekend.
What the
When they
heck?
come over, no, okay, when they not here, oh, he's hollering.
I don't know what she talking about. I
Where's
just
the
read
kids?
two
Have you
different
talked to the
shows.
kids? But if they there, oh, when they leaving. Okay, which one?
Yeah,
Is that if you do
when
it, if you don't?
When they here, you know, I want them gone. And then when they gone, you know, sometimes I want them back.
Yeah. But first of all, I want to applaud you two for getting your 21 and 19-year-olds out of the house. A lot of people can't manage.
Oh, they had to go.
You know,
They had.
a lot of people can't manage it. They got kids, 32, 33, sitting at home, wondering why dinner isn't made. For you. I mean, absolutely.
When Divorce Court continues, what does Derek have to say?
Mr. Davis, you said something in your papers that's gonna make her mad, and probably all the women watching mad. Oh no, you did.
Okay.
Is your spouse ready to walk out the door, but you want to try and save your marriage? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Alicia Burney, who wants to divorce her husband after 23 years of marriage because he is cheap. But is Alicia at fault for the demise of this marriage too?
You say you don't like it because she eats in bed, her car is filthy, instead of laundering clothes, she likes to buy new ones. So basically what you're telling me, she's just kind of lazy. Explain that to me.
Wait a minute.
No,
It's
it's Mr. Davis's turn.
I'm gonna put it to you just like this here. Now, if you go out, okay, she keep the house clean, but if you go to a car, now it ain't no telling what you might find. You gonna find coats and, you know, if you want something to wear, it's gonna be, you know, clothing, hats, and then if you want something to eat, you're gonna find
You just
some
look in the
silverware.
back.
Oh, it's gonna be everything.
Your Honor.
If you want some chicken, it's chicken bones. You know, it's
Your
all
Honor, he's
everything
lying,
like
he's
that.
lying. It's not
I
even
be
to
so
that extreme.
scared that I think a snake gonna jump
It's
out.
not
of
even.
it. You
Now
know?
he talking about mine. I clean it to his expectation. He wants to complain about it. But like I told him, you're a man. Like the oil change, he don't want to do that.
I do all that.
He said when
I
you
do
drive
all
the
that.
car, you get the oil change. Why is that? I do it all for my car. I don't need him to do for my car. You know, but it's like everything that he does, he has to say what he done. You don't do it from the heart, you do it from the mouth. Every time he does something, even if he do it from the kids, if they don't do what he wants them to do, he'll turn around and say, oh, remember when I did this for you? Why did you do things if you didn't do it from your heart?
He's keeping score. He's
Oh,
letting
most
everybody
definitely
know.
that. He's keeping it, he's counting it down, he's keeping it all tied up.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. Because if I do it, I do it.
But why you have to say what you done?
I said what I done because that's what I did.
But that's so crazy. You know, because you did it. But why is you saying it? If you're going to do it from the heart, you shouldn't hear it from the mouth.
Like
so
I
evidently
said,
you didn't do it from the heart.
I'm going to do what I have to do for my family. I'm going to do for you. I'm going to do for the kids. Because that's what I'm supposed to do.
Divorce court, baby. Oh, he is not telling the truth.
Oh.
Mr. Davis, you said something in your papers
Correct.
that's gonna make her mad.
Oh, Lord.
And probably all the women watching mad.
Oh, my goodness.
So just you said she's too fat.
Oh, no, he did.
Okay,
No,
I
he
put it
did.
to you like this. Here.
Baby, I am thick in the waist but beautiful in the face.
Okay, let me put it like this here. When we first got married, okay, we've been together for 25 years.
Right.
Married for 23.
Right.
So that means I've seen her at her 60s. I'm talking about beautiful, you know, slender.
If he
And then she was a size 4. And then she done ballooned up to a size 14, Judge. I'm sorry now. You know, so she done gained weight through the year. You know, we could be asleep, you know, and I wake up, you know, I hear chopping and, you know, eating. You know, I look over and she's not eating an apple or orange, Judge. She eating a full-course meal. I'm talking about laying it down, steak, mashed potatoes, everything.
First of all,
and I
Judge,
be mad, you know, go put that stuff up.
First of all, Judge,
I say, you know, I tell you what, go on, give me some of that too. You know, since you eat, I go eat.
First of all, Judge, I do not sleep with him. I sleep on the couch. So that's a lie right
Why
there.
do you sleep on the couch?
Because the fact is this, he's very uncomfortable when you sleep with him. I'm just gonna put it like that, where he is, and you know, and all that, you know. I don't want to be doing all that, you know. You be doing all this, oh my goodness, all through that. So I don't sleep with him. I sleep on the couch. And then I sleep in
So explain to me again what he's doing. Oh!
You know, I ain't trying to hear all that all through the night. You be doing like that. So for him saying that I eat all through the night, that is a lie. And
Good. That's human nature. Everybody.
That ain't human nature, good. That's some bowel movement things going on.
I give her respect. I give her respect.
So what do you have to say? Now, and I'm going to say this, and I'm a woman too. Been up, been down on the thing, and I get all of that. And my husband, hey baby, a couple of times. Do you understand that men are very visual people? My mother's advice to me was he does indeed have to love you no matter how big you get, but it would behoove you to look as good as you can so he continues to look at you.
If he leave me, I can lose it. Because then too, you know, I have a peace of mind and that's priceless.
Well, that
with
ain't
him, it's just
that
stress.
ain't no for
It's just stress.
I'm
it's
not
just
going
stress.
nowhere.
I don't have to deal with him.
Sounds good.
Na in my ear.
It sounds good.
You know, na in my ear. That's all he want to do is na. You know.
Well, what is he na in your
about anything? Oh, you know, what you on? Oh, who you at? Oh, what you doing?
Now, you know, I don't put no handcuffs on her. She know
it's
that.
like
She gonna do whatever she want to do.
When divorce court continues, is Derek's drinking causing this marriage to fail?
He was so drunk, he fell in the shower. He in the shower.
Mr. Davis, are you drunk, falling all over the house?
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court returns with the case of Derek Davis, who desperately wants to save his marriage of 23 years.
He goes with this, oh, baby, oh, I love you. Give it one more time, give it one more time, give it one more time. It just says, oh, and I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want it. He's just like a mosquito. You know how mosquito bites you?
She say that.
And it just takes the blood out of you. That's how he is.
She say that, but it ain't nothing she gonna do without me.
Oh my,
So,
that's what he failed to realize. I tell him, give me one more chance. Let me give me the opportunity to do it without you.
She
I can show
if
you
she
and
ain't
tell
finna
you.
leave it. She just talking cause she got a mouth. That's all.
And he do too.
Now,
we both.
As you leave, you would like to be reimbursed for some furniture.
Yes, okay. Well,
that he tore up when he was drunk.
Oh, he's
Tell
drunk
me
as
about
fool.
that.
Oh, when he's drunk as fool, he'll just, you know, like, for example, me and my daughter, we was in the room and she had came over there and he had came home and he was so drunk, he fell in the shower. Every time we heard was like, bloop, bloop, bloop. He in the shower. He's so drunk. You know, and then it's like, whereas if, like, in my living room, I have a coffee table. It was glass. Boom, drunk.
First of all,
Mr. Davis, are you drunk, falling all over the house?
He's a drunk.
Okay, I tell you, okay, I was in the Army for 6 years.
You were in what?
The Army.
The Army, okay.
Yeah. And so, in the Army, we drank hard, you know. So I kind of followed that, you know, from the Army to out here. And
brought it on back with you.
There you go. But I don't drink like that no more. You know, I used to drink real hard, you know, and I changed my life now. And I drink only on the weekends now.
And you know what? That weekend make up for that whole week. Because then he just like stumbling and blocking and everything else. And then he's annoying drunk.
Right.
Leave her, leave her.
What?
He's calling my name, but this is how he's saying, leave her, leave her. And then his breath smelling just like alcohol. I'm like, go to sleep, leave her, but leave her.
Oh, yeah, I tell you, I know all of them when I'm drunk. Yeah, what I'm
With that voice and that face, you remind me of Bernie Mac.
Oh, and that's right there. And he's a broke Bernie Mac. He's a broke Bernie Mac.
When divorce court continues, what will Judge Lynn have to say about the future of this marriage?
23 years with this brother. He may be a little drunk and stumbling on the weekends, but otherwise he's working, he's coming home, he's got a sense of humor, he's good looking, and he loves you. Don't be a fool.
Divorce Court returns with the case of Alicia Burney and Derek Davis, who are considering divorce after 23 years of marriage.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna advocate on your behalf right here, right now. Don't interrupt me, because I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go on a roll and try to get you your woman back, Mrs. Burney. Don't be a fool. 23 years with this brother. He may be a little drunk and stumbling on the weekends, but otherwise he's working, he's coming home, he's got a sense of humor, he's good looking, and he loves you. Hey, Mrs. Burney, when you go, I'm gonna tell you, the grass is always greener. Every time, you know, don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. 23 years, he's a keeper. I see men coming in here and out here, women chasing them around. They got other baby mama drama and all this kind of stuff. You got a good brother. There are not a lot of extra ones out there. You need to keep the cat you got. Treat him right. If you know, go to the gym, find something to do. It'll be all right. But keep that brother, because he loves you.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you.
Big Bernie, you gonna try?
I just love me more.
Do you really want to get this $350?
Yes, because first of all, he stood up there.
Well, tell me about it.
He texted me, as if, I keep my house junket or whatever, and I have a picture, Judge.
Now, this is something he broke?
No, this is something I had to replace from where he broke. The living room table, I had to replace that. It was glass. He broke that.
Oh,
did you
go through the glass table?
No, I think I picked it up and threw it. One of my, drunken states.
So you picked it up and threw it. Are you an angry drunk?
No,
sometimes he can.
No, but I don't, I touch stuff instead of touching somebody. So it's like that. I've never put my hands on her.
So the $350 is for the table that he turned over?
My table, my end tables.
When did he do this?
Less than a year ago.
I don't know.
You don't remember? Because
I was drunk. Yeah, I was drunk. I don't know.
And he kept on saying.
The next morning when you woke up, did you see broken glass?
No,
did you see that it was gone?
I usually, if something, I destroy or something, I fix it.
Hell no, he don't. I fix it up, Your Honor.
The way it was before.
How you gonna pick it up? He drunk.
I got it. Yeah, but now he sobers up in the morning.
And then it's cleaned up, so he don't know. And I tell him.
Mrs. Burney, I'm not giving you a dime. It happened a year ago. We don't know what happened. He probably replaced it. He's working, he's bringing home money, and all I can do is plead with you from the bottom of my heart. Keep this man. Keep this man. Keep this man. He's worth it. You just work with him. Just work with him, but don't lose him. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
All right. Parties may leave the courtroom.
Derek reports that when he and Alicia got home, they kissed and made up. He says everything is going really smooth, and he and Alicia are very happy. They are looking forward to being happily married for years to come.
Judge, today's case, deadbeat wife.
They're suing about a car. They are yelling about their mothers. The only thing I know for sure is this thing's gonna be a ride.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Gino Bell and Tracy Robinson. The two of you have been married for 9 years, but together for 15. Mr. Bell, you have bought Miss Robinson here seeking $8,000 for the balance of a 2006 Honda Sonata. We will talk about that momentarily. But before we do, Mr. Bell, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why we're here in divorce court today?
Well, first of all, we had a lot of issues that we were going through. And one of them, there was a few times in our marriage that there were things that wasn't getting done. And I felt that I had personally had to approach her and say, "You are a deadbeat wife."
What? You never said those
What
words.
wasn't happening?
Well, first of all, I mean, there's a lot of things that were going on. First, when I got laid off, and I've been working steadily. I'm an environmental worker.
He's never gotten laid off.
Hang on, Ms. Robinson.
Okay.
Well, my job is a seasonal job.
Right.
Environmental work.
So
In the winter, we don't have a lot of work.
How'd you get laid off from a seasonal
But now
job?
let's not argue. He was off work.
Okay.
All righty.
Yes, he
I can
was.
see what your problem is already.
Right.
As usual.
Right. You know, I don't have no problem. You know, first of all, protocol is to pay all the bills. If, You know what I'm saying? But now we live in a society where it takes two. You know, and I don't have no problem with that. But at one time, we were living together because we had separated 2 or 3 different times. And the last time we got together, I was trying to make this work and stick with her. But the thing with that is when I did get laid off, I was already paying all the bills because I had already paid. I'd signed on for a car for. I says, "You make sure you take care of this.
Right.
And I'll take care of the house and everything else, so you can take care of that."
Yeah.
So in the process of doing that, I ended up getting laid off. And I said, well, I'm going to still try to take care of this. But then there's some issues. Something happened where I ended up getting laid off. And then she lost her job. So, but then after she got laid off, but after that happened, she was able to get employment again. But during the employment, I needed her to help out.
Okay. Now, how did she become a deadbeat? I want to hear about the deadbeat part.
Okay. Because during the time she was working, I was laid off, and I was still yet paying all the bills. But I was trying to figure out, well, what is she doing with her money? You know, and it takes two. If I'm getting laid off and I'm still paying all the bills all over here, what is you doing with your money?
Let's ask her. Ms. Robinson, what were you doing with your money?
Thank you so much, Your Honor. First of all, he's never once called me a deadbeat and will never again call me a deadbeat, okay?
Oh,
that's number one. Secondly, I had my job. I did, after 10 years of employment at the same place, I did lose my job over really tragic circumstances. I did lose my job. I worked in the same field for almost 20 years.
Wow.
I've always taken care of things. So he finally started paying rent and utilities. That's his idea of paying the bills. So we did go back and forth as far as us getting married and things like that. You know, now when my mom got sick, I did move in, my mom was sick, okay? We got back together. He complained about me taking care of my mother. So I understand I gotta do my wifely duties. So I would go to my mom's and say, "Hey babe, why don't you come over to my mom's house?" He wouldn't even come to my mom's house. So I said, fine. I started bringing my mom to our home. Just, you know, even in the winter, just to satisfy this man. This man, he tries to act like he's traditional, but he's not. He pays rent and utilities. That's it. And I said to him, if I moved out today, you still have to pay your rent and utilities. You have to pay where you live. So even though when he did get not laid off, when he was going back and forth, I said, why don't I pay half the rent, half the bills? He didn't want me to pay half the bills. The reason why, he's controlling.
No,
so therefore, if he pays all the bills or rent and utilities, therefore, don't turn up the air conditioner, I pay the bills. Don't turn on them lights, I pay the bills.
You know,
he told everybody that can hear us, all our friends, everybody in the church, anybody he would meet, you know I pay all the bills here. You know I pay all the bills here. And it's like, that's your duty as a husband. Now, our arrangement was, he pays rent and utilities, I paid car payment, insurance, I paid, you know, the other things.
Entertainment.
I took care of entertainment, everything in the household. Everything was there. Couches, love seats, anything I bought.
Yeah.
You know, as far as him being controlling, for example, we actually got into this, we were moving into a house. He said you can have the whole house.
What took
you
you so
can
long to get my
decorate the
last name?
whole house, everything that you want to decorate, except I want a man cave. Fine. I want to do a spare room. Fine. I want to do his son, our stepson's room. Okay. Then he puts in the dining room. I was doing a formal dining room with crystal, and it was gold and silver and crystal. He puts a treadmill in there. And he said, if I want a treadmill, I can have a treadmill. So I said, okay.
Treadmill.
All right.
Treadmill came
Now,
with the
Mr.
house.
Mr. Bell, I still hadn't figured out the deadbeat part.
Thank you.
Because she sounds like she's pretty responsible over there. Can you help me out a little bit?
The deadbeat part is when she was working and I was laid off. And the reason why I say that, because at first, we were both working together.
Right. But
And
you
then-
got laid off.
Right.
So how did she become a deadbeat? Says she was still working and paying bills. Where's the dead part?
Well, it all comes in as this. Long before it got down to that, the thing of it is that she wasn't coming home. She was coming in whenever
with
she
my
got
mom.
ready. Yeah, she was staying with her. She's going to stay with her mom.
Yes.
But there was.
So you just made it up.
No, I didn't make it up.
No, you made that deadbeat part up.
No.
There's nothing in what you're saying. She's taking on other obligations, but that doesn't make her a deadbeat. She's paying the bills. You got laid off. She's taking care of your mother. What is it you wanted her to do she wasn't doing?
Not once. When we were together and I was working, did she clean the house?
Oh, wow.
There was nothing being done. No cooking, no cleaning.
Was she making money?
And she was making money. And then at times
And were
when
you making money?
I was making money.
So did you do half of the cooking and cleaning? She's had tragedy, she's had problems. I still don't see not taking care of business.
Not once. When we were together and I was working, did she clean the house?
Oh, wow.
She didn't clean the house, she didn't mop, she didn't sweep, she didn't do anything.
When was this?
And this is when we first moved together.
So I'm decorating
And every
the
time,
house.
and every other time we lived
9
together.
years ago?
Stuff.
Yeah, every time we stayed together.
Thank you.
Every time
Thank
we
you.
stayed together, there was nothing
Thank
being
you.
done. No cooking, no cleaning.
Was she making money?
And she was making money. And then at times
And were
when
you making money?
I was making money.
So did you do half of the cooking and cleaning?
I did all the cooking and cleaning.
Come on.
She didn't do anything.
She never did anything.
Your Honor.
I find that
makes
hard
no
to believe.
sense.
That don't make
you know
no
what?
sense to
As
me.
a matter of fact,
Took you too long to get to it.
right. When I did lose my job, I remember a perfect time. I was like, I want to, when Gino gets home from work, because I usually get off at 6. He'll be home by 5, and I'll get off till 6. He never has a meal when he gets home. You know what I mean? But I still cook. What I decided to do was I wanted to fix him some fish. That's one of the things that he liked me to make. I made him some fish. So I wanted it hot for when he came home. He came in the door. I was like, hey, I made you some fish, so you won't. I said, go ahead, get yourself washed up and you can eat. And he was like, I don't even smell any fish. I said, here it is. Oh, I boiled some vinegar and water. What vinegar to use? Oh, that vinegar that was in the cupboard, that's my vinegar. Why would you use that? You ain't working. That cost me $6 a bottle. So are you kidding? We're talking
Mr. Bell?
I did do that. That's the first time she ever cooked.
Yeah,
She never
right.
cooked.
In
She
9
never cooked.
years, okay. What
She
about
never
all
cooked.
the juice? There's juice in the house.
Okay,
He
I
never
got
lets
it.
me drink juice. He got to mix up all the juices. And then he always puts apple juice in because he knows I don't like apple juice. And he just does these very controls the whole house, what we drink, what we eat.
Okay,
Really.
Mr. Bell, I want to. You say that she's yelling all the time.
Yes,
She's always
she's
fussing
very
and
violent.
hollering. Tell me about that.
Because she rebuttals anything I says. Nothing I say makes any sense. Nothing I can talk about. She's not confident about anything I talk about. It's like she'll take someone else's opinion over mine. You know,
And
so
she's confrontational with it.
very confrontational.
Are you confrontational with it, Mrs. Robinson?
No.
Yeah.
Your Honor, the thing is, the church that we come from, he's very, very, I try not to say, I am coaching. And so, somebody being coaching for 20-some years, Church of God in Christ.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well,
Okay.
hey, I got audio proof.
Yeah,
That,
You got
she's very-
audio proof? Wait a minute, let me hear the proof of the yelling then. If you got
Yes.
proof.
Yeah, I'm
She's
not
very
saying I
volatile.
never yelled. That would be crazy.
Hang on. I want to
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for this 31-year-old woman who come to our home. We let her stay in our home. She comes in the house one day, lays on the floor in the living room, and in front of me and my mother.
If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV. Wait a minute, let me hear the proof of the yelling then. If you got proof.
Yeah, I'm not saying I never yelled. That would be crazy.
Hang on, I want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can yell.
That is not my mom. That is not my mom.
No, she's
So you don't even know what you're talking about.
Don't tap my face
You
with
don't
that
even
one.
know what you're
You don't
talking
even know what it's
about.
like not to have your mom around.
You don't even know how
You don't even know what it's
to
like.
have a shell of
You
your
don't know what it's like.
That don't even
You
know
don't
who
even
you
know what it's
are.
like, baby.
You don't
Get
know
out
what
my
it's
face.
like.
Get
You
out
don't
my
know
face.
what it's like.
You didn't want me. You didn't want me to be bothered with my mom. Every time I want to spend time with mom.
And you tried to.
I got something I gotta do. No,
You
you
don't think about anybody but himself.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I can't believe that he would have that. Your Honor.
Well, you were both yelling. She just got more volume.
Do that sound like a submissive wife?
My mother, since he wants to say it,
Do that sound
my
like a
mom just
submissive
died
wife?
2 weeks ago, so I can't believe
My
that he
mom-
would put that on there.
No, my
he
mom-
says to me, that I'm with my mom. I should be glad I have my mom. And as you can hear, I said, that's not my mom.
Okay.
My mom had dementia.
Right.
Oh.
So that was not my mom.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
I said that because.
So for him to have the audacity, the nerve
Let me
to
explain.
say something like that,
I'll let
it
her
was.
talk.
I remember the argument.
I'll let you
that
talk.
was 2 years ago.
I'll let
the
you talk.
fact that he kept that is just shows his mindset.
Mr. Bell, why did you keep that for 2 years?
I kept that because one time, anytime a person has two faces, they want to act like everything is peaches and cream
Like you're
in one
doing.
place, and then and you living under a situation like that. She's very volatile. She don't listen to nothing I said. My mom died in 2008 and 15, and I used to go see my mom. My mom was a paraplegic. She had the trach and everything. 6 years prior
Her
to her
husband
passing
took
away.
care of her.
Yeah. Now, what is the argument?
Yes,
What
thank
is
you.
the problem? We all have mothers. They all eventually get sick.
Yes.
Right.
And then they all go.
Because she had a problem.
If it works out.
Right, but she had a problem with me visiting my mom, and then she always said,
His
well,
mom
I gotta go
died
check
a
on my
couple
mom.
years ago.
I gotta check
Me
on
going
my
to see
mom.
my mom was
Those
a
were-
problem with him because his mom had passed away.
Those were excuses
you can
not
hear
to
it in
come
the
home.
argument.
Those were excuses.
What's the fact that she was taking care of her mother who has dementia got to do with your mother dying? I don't know what you're talking
He's a
about over there,
narcissist.
Mr. Bell.
What he believes
Okay.
is for him.
Hang on, I'm trying to figure out some avenue of logic over this side.
Thank
We
you.
had a big falling out before I left to go to the BP oil spill because there had, that was my job.
I want to talk to your daughter because y'all making me crazy.
Yes.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what's going on. Everybody wants to tell me how sad their story is, but nobody wants to tell me what you're disagreeing about. You just want me to feel this way about your side and feel that way. So I want to talk to the daughter.
Yes.
Tamaya Bell, you are Mr. Bell's daughter.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Can you help
How are
me
you
out
doing
at
today,
all?
ma'am?
I'm fine.
Yes, and the same expression that you got when you called me in, she humping and, doing little stuff, the gestures, that's what I get all the time. Now, first of all, my family really didn't want them together to begin with, but she eventually fell into the trap and showed us exactly who she was. Now, mind you, she feel that she got all these feelings and emotions for my grandmother and all this stuff. We gave her the benefit to speak at my grandma's funeral. Okay? When she moved out the house, that woman took my grandma's pictures out of the frame. That's how petty she is, and laid them on the table as if they wasn't nothing, like it was a piece of garbage to her. You know how many times my dad then broke down and called me like, I love this woman, but I got to deal with this and that and the third. I never disrespected her.
You know what? I'm going to say that I feel sorry for this 31-year-old woman who come to our home. We let her stay in our home. She comes in the house one day, lays on the floor in the living room, and in front of me and my mother. That's the type of woman you talking to. We got along good when she stayed there. She actually, me and her got along good. We watched Have-Nots together. And what I'm speaking,
Ms. Bell, Ms. Bell.
I am speaking.
Ms. Bell.
See, this is what I dealt with.
No.
Cut.
See, this is what I dealt with, okay? She's straight from the streets.
She's not rational.
She is straight from the streets, thank you.
No.
So what I did was, I tried to talk to her.
And yours ain't no better.
Yeah. So
Yours
I
ain't no
tried to talk
better.
to her.
I didn't have no problem signing for the car, but she didn't even have license. And everything in my power was not to do it, but out of love, I did it anyway.
What happened?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. This man did not do this out of love. He bragged to everybody, I'm buying my wife a car for our anniversary. I'm going to buy my wife a car. Everybody who would hear. He did a sermonette in church and brought the issue up in church that he bought his wife a car. Guess who made every payment? Me. I mean, I have it on my Credit Karma. It shows who made all the payments. I made all the payments until I did lose my job after 10 years.
We had an agreement.
I asked him to help me.
We had an
make
agreement
the
with
payment.
the car.
He didn't. And then, consequently, once I did get back to work, I mean, it was too late at that point, and then they were going to
car was gone. Yeah, I got you.
The real truth about the car is that
I worked in finances,
the company she
and
worked with, they transferred her job back to Canton because she transferred from Canton to Dayton because she was having problems at that company. So when they allowed her to transfer back to Canton, she didn't have transportation.
Hang on. We still got the daughter over there. Let's see what she's doing.
Okay.
Again, like, you see how the first thing that she came at with is he on my furniture. I sure in the hell did, but let me tell you why.
See?
When we had our family reunion, we actually had a good
This is the
time,
type
and
of
I
person
was
we're
mixing
dealing
liquors
with.
and having a good time. When I came back home in confidence, talking to Tracy, when I woke up the next day, I said, dang, my stuff is wet. She said, girl, you had an accident last night. She said, but don't worry about it. You know, stuff happened. You still young. You enjoying life.
We
so
never
for her
had
to get
that
on front of the
conversation.
screen, that shows you right.
Goodbye. Thank you. Next. So, yeah.
No. This is a hot mess in a shook champagne bottle. I don't know what to do with it. You tell very, very long, detailed stories. I think your life is very, very messy. Very ratchet. You know, one step off the gutter curb. No. You can't make sense out of that kind of stuff. There's nothing I can do with that kind of stuff. But let me tell you something. I mean, y'all go to church all Sunday and then you just leave God right there.
Exactly.
And just do whatever. I mean, it's just a hot mess. I don't know what. Hey.
It embarrasses me. Okay.
Are you together now?
No.
Stay that way.
Thank you. I agree.
I didn't hear a cogent story, yes. All I'm gonna do is say no recovery and run. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
So you started out by calling her a deadbeat wife. She wasn't too happy about that. You still feel that way now after Judge Lynn kind of dug into you a little bit?
She's my wife and everything, but there was different situations that brought that about. And there was issues where she actually was that person.
Is there any hope from you?
No.
Zero. Okay.
Judge Lynn had a lot of advice for you today. What was your reaction to hearing what she had to say?
I like what she said. She's absolutely right. I do not want to be identified with the ratchetness that was on the other side. So this is, as you can see, I'm totally different from that.
ਸੋਹਣਿਆ ਜਾਨੀਆਂ ਹੁਣ ਰਾਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੌਂਦੇ ਆ दिल दिया सोने जानिया तन सानू फोन कीता दिल दिया सोने जानिया तन सानू फोन कीता ओदा के मेरी शकना दी मेरे जिगर दा फोन कीता जाके मेरी शकना दी मेरे जिगर दा फोन कीता दिल दिया सोने जानिया क्यों साढ़े नाल दगावे कीता दिल दिया सोने जानिया क्यों साढ़े नाल दगावे कीता पुछ दिल जख्मी कोलू तेनू किस जुदा कीता पुछ दिल जख्मी कोलू तेनू किस जुदा कीता दिल दिया सोने जानिया छोड़ा नहीं से सकता सी दिल दिया सोने जानिया छोड़ा नहीं से सकता सी तेरे कोल दूर हो के कदे रह नहीं हो सकता सी तेरे कोल दूर हो के कदे रह नहीं हो सकता सी दिल दिया सोने जानिया एव छोड़ वे पै गेनी दिल दिया सोने जानिया एव छोड़ वे पै गेनी हो तेरे नाल जीने दे अरमान ही रह गेनी तेरे नाल जीने दे अरमान ही रह गेनी दिल दिया सोने जानिया किस्सा ही मुका सटिया दिल दिया सोने जानिया किस्सा ही मुका सटिया वो चंगे भले वसदे सां तकदीर रुला सटिया चंगे भले वसदे सां तकदीर रुला सटिया दिल दिया सोने जानिया किस्मत दे खेल होंदे दिल दिया सोने जानिया किस्मत दे वे खेल होंदे जिन्ना सच्चा प्यार होंदा नहीं दुनिया ते मेल होंदे जिन्ना सच्चा प्यार होंदा नहीं दुनिया ते मेल होंदे दिल दिया सोने जानिया कुछ गल्लू मजबूर होंदे दिल दिया सोने जानिया कुछ गल्लू मजबूर होंदे सुख